Hey G Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode, we got this cool object here, and basically what this is an LED floor lamp. If you can see, for the one that we got right here is from a brand called Keepsmile. And for this part in particular, not only does it work as a floor lamp, but there's a lot of different features available for you, as they mentioned on here. So they do have a dimmable brightness level option on here from 5% to 100%. It does give us the app control, touch control, and also remote control. You do have the option to use the RGB option, or you guys can use the white light option, or you can also use like the warm temperature option as well. So pretty much you do have the option to change the color temperature on here and the RGB option, which is really cool. And for this product, it does have a double-sided light, so one on top and one for bottom. The top one works as a reflective light to bounce it off your wall or your ceiling, and the bottom one you can use it as a reading light, very similar to another one that I reviewed in the past. And the power that's on here that does generate is 36 watts, and this is what the package looks like when you guys do get it. So what I'm doing right now is to open up and show you guys what the inside looks like, and then we'll start assembling it. So let's do take it out. Once you guys do take it out, inside right here we do have a box. If you guys do open it, inside we do have a different part for you to assemble it. So right here we do have the light. So there's the top part and the bottom part. Right here we do have the remote control. So let's do take it out. These are all different controls available for you guys on here. And they also provide guys like a user manual in the back to teach you guys how to use it. And they also provide guys the battery. So you do have to use two AAA battery to actually use the remote. But here are all the different functionality for you guys to use on the actual light. And then for this part right here, you guys can see the different arms that you guys have to screw it on together. And it's all one whole set, so that way it's very easy for assemble it, because literally all you need to do is screw it together. In the very bottom, they do have this part for you guys to plug it in, which you pretty much want to plug it into this part right here, which is your wall adapter, wall charger. So once you guys plug this part in, you guys can plug it into the wall to power on. So that's what's on this side. And then other side right here, we do have the bottom of the base to give you guys that support and foundation when you guys do set it up. So that way it won't move around when you guys do use it, because it definitely has a little bit of weight to it. So you pretty much want to screw it onto right here, and then here is outside. And that is pretty much everything that's included in the package. So what I'm doing right now is to take off all the different wrapper and show you guys what the product looks like, and we'll start assembling it. All right. So once you guys take off all the wrapper on here, right here we do have the user manual to teach you guys how to set it up and how to use it. And it does give you guys the QR code inside for you to scan to download the app, which should be the Keepsmile app. So I'll show you guys how to connect that in a second. But what I'm doing right now is assemble it and show you guys how it does work and what it actually looks like. But before we screw it together, I do want to show you guys what it actually looks like on here. So this is the top part, and then here we do have the bottom. So this is meant for like a reading light, and this is the reflective light for the top part. And right here we do have the switch for you guys to press. So this is one way for you to control it. Second way is for you guys to use the remote control. And the third way is for you guys to use the app control. And that is pretty much everything that's included. Now let's start assembling it to show you guys what it looks like. So unscrew the bottom part here first. Literally, it's very easy and very simple. It might get too tall, and I might have to actually put this down on the ground. Otherwise, you cannot see it in the video. You can see how we're here already, and you guys can barely even see it. So now let's put this down on the ground, so that way you can actually see what it actually looks like. And I'll move the table to one side for now. So let's continue screwing it, and I'll adjust the camera in a second. If the cable is too long, you can pull the bottom part to adjust it. All right, almost done. And then the last part right here. All right, so now we're all set. And I'm gonna move the table to one side so that we can see it better from like a full on point of view what it actually looks like. All right, so once you guys set it up, this is what the product looks like. So you see how once we do plug it in, it turns on. And like I mentioned, on the actual buttons on here, you do have the option to press the button, turn on and turn it off for the top one and bottom one. Obviously right now it's very bright, so you probably cannot see it. Let me turn off all the light to make it a little bit more darker. So now that's a little bit more darker. All right, so now that you can see it's much darker. If I do turn it off, that is what the product looks like. If I turn it on, same thing for the bottom one. So it does give you guys a very good coverage when you guys do use it. But for the actual product, you do not have the option to adjust the brightness level on here or the RGB option on here. So you probably have to use the remote, or you guys can use the app. One right now is to put the battery inside first to test it out, to show you guys when it actually works. All right, so I got the battery in. Let's give it a try. So the remote definitely does work for you guys to turn it on and off. Let's try the other option on here. So let's turn it to 6000K. Let's bring it to 3000K. So this is 3000K. And we do one at a time. So that we can see what it actually looks like. So this is 6000K. And this is 3000K. If you guys press on the color button in the middle, you do have the option to turn on and turn off the RGB option. So if I do press the color button again, it changes the color on here. So I guess for the RGB option, it only works for one of them and not both of them at a time. You can see how when we do turn it off for the bottom one. So if I do keep on pressing the color button, it'll change to different color, you can see, which is pretty cool. And when you guys do use it, it's not like super bright for the color option, but for the 6000K option for the brightness level, it's pretty bright. If you guys turn it back on, you can see the coverage it gives you guys when you guys do turn it on. Same thing for the bottom one when you guys do turn it on as well. It makes it even more brighter. And for the product, it does have a timer option for turn it on for 1 hour, 2 hours, etc. And it does give you a different mode. So if I do press the mode button, let's see what happens. Let me turn off the bottom one, so that doesn't work. So this is first mode. If I press the next one, it looks like the mode button is pretty much like one mode or something, and if you guys press the plus and minus button for the mode button, it increases it lower. So pretty much if you guys increase it, it blinks it faster or change a different color option on here much faster. But let's bring it down. Let's bring it all the way down, see what happens. It blinks slower. If you guys want to increase or lower the brightness, just press on the brightness level to increase or lower it. Very easy and very simple, you can see. I'm not going to test out timer option because we don't need to use it right now, but feel free to use it if you guys want to. So if you guys ever forget about what's on here, this is what's on the remote control. And the cool thing about this remote control is the fact that it is magnetic. So if I do stick it on, it does stay on, which is pretty cool. And then for the arm part right here on top, you guys can feel free to flex it or bend it. So I just go like that, or go like this. And you do have the option to turn it around in 360 if you guys do need to, which is pretty cool. Let me bring the camera a little closer to show you guys what I mean. So now that we show you guys how to use the remote control and the button on here, now I'm actually connected on the app to show you guys what it looks like. So the app you guys want to download is called Keepsmile. And once you guys finish downloading the app, this is what the app looks like. So I clicked on add device to get to this page, and it gives you guys all these different options available. So you guys want to select what you guys want to use. So in this case, we want to use the floor lamp. And then right here is what the page looks like for the floor lamp option. So one right now is connected. So I'm seeing on this page right here, I found the device. So unlock it. Once you guys got it all set up and add it, this is what the app looks like. So you do have the option to increase and lower the brightness, change the different color, the different pattern, and turn it off and on. So let's give it a try. So if I do stand right here, let's see what happens. Let's turn it off. Turns off. Turns on. Turn off the top one. Turn it on. Turn off the bottom one. Turn it on. On the app right here, it does give you guys a lot more control for you guys to control the bottom one. With the remote control, it did not give you guys the option. You can see how right now I do have the option to increase the brightness for the bottom one. If you guys want to change the RGB option, just change it. So the top one only give you guys the RGB option and not the bottom. You can see how when we do turn it off. So very cool, I'll give you guys the option available. Turn back on the light. If you guys want to dim it, just dim it right here. So very easy and very simple for us to use it. If you guys want to turn on the timer option, the schedule option, or the scene option, feel free to play around with how you guys want. Let's say, for example, if you guys do turn on the scene, let's try posting in blue. This is what the product looks like. If you guys change to another one, this is another effect or another scene. So feel free to play around with how you guys do want. There's a lot of different options available for you guys to use on the app and you guys to control it. If you guys want to turn it off, just turn everything off and put it back to normal. So that is everything that's on the product. Now to unboxing and testing product. Now to answer the question of whether or not it's worth it or not. So for this part, I do have to say that it is pretty worth it. If you guys want to need one of these, especially if you guys are in the market looking for a high quality floor lamp that give you guys the dual light option on here and give you guys the option for you guys to use the RGB option on here and the rotatable option on here and so much more, then I do have to say that it is pretty worth it. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or have you want these, obviously don't buy one and save your money on something else actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.